Long ago, in a quiet village where rain-washed fields stretched endlessly, there stood an abandoned mansion on the hill. Children whispered about its dusty windows and creaking gates, saying ghosts roamed its corridors. Most avoided it, except two friends, Rishi and Aman. Rishi was bold, always the first to dive into rivers or climb crumbling walls. Aman was thoughtful, careful with every step. But their bond was iron strong. One's courage fed the other's caution, and together, they always found balance. One evening, as the sun bled into the horizon, Rishi tugged Aman's sleeve. "Let's explore the mansion. They say there's treasure in its attic." Aman hesitated. "Or curses." Rishi smirked. "That's why we'll go together." The mansion groaned as they entered, floorboards whining under their weight. Dust floated in golden shafts of fading light. Cobwebs draped the walls like forgotten curtains. They climbed creaking stairs, each step echoing too loudly, until they reached a narrow attic door. Inside, the air was heavy, thick with secrets. Boxes lay scattered, covered in torn cloth. But at the far end stood a tall mirror framed in black wood, its glass strangely clear despite the dust everywhere else. Rishi grinned. That must be it. But as they approached, Aman frowned. "Look, our reflections..." In the mirror, their faces stared back, but not quite. Rishi's reflection smirked cruelly, eyes sharp and dark, while Aman's reflection looked pale and hollow, lips trembling in silent words. The mirror flickered like water. Suddenly, the reflection stepped forward, pressing hands against the glass. A chill seeped into the room. Rishi froze. His reflection whispered, "Come closer. Don't you want to know who you really are?" Aman's reflection reached out, mouthing, "He'll betray you." Fear coiled in Aman's chest. He grabbed Rishi's arm. "We should leave, now." But the mirror pulsed with strange light. A voice, low and echoing, filled the attic. "Every friendship hides a shadow. One must choose the truth, trust, or fear." The glass rippled like a pond. Their reflections stretched long and monstrous, clawing at the edges, ready to pull the boys in. Rishi clenched his fists. "It's trying to turn us against each other." Aman's voice shook. "What if it's right? What if someday..." Rishi turned, eyes fierce. "Then I'd rather be trapped here with you than free without you." He gripped Aman's hand, and together they shouted, "We trust each other!" The mirror screamed, a sound like shattering glass and howling wind. Cracks split across its surface. Their twisted reflections clawed and shrieked, then crumbled into smoke. With a final crash, the mirror collapsed into shards that scattered across the floor, fading into nothing. The attic fell silent. The boys were trembling, but safe. When they stumbled out of the mansion, the night air tasted sweeter than ever. Aman's voice was low. "You would have stayed, even if it meant being trapped forever?" Rishi gave a crooked smile. Better trapped together than lost alone. Word of their adventure spread through the village. The mansion stood empty, but people swore that on stormy nights you could hear glass cracking faintly from the attic, as if the mirror still remembered. Yet the tale of Rishi and Aman was told not as a ghost story, but as a reminder that real friendship cannot be broken by shadows, whispers, or fear. A bond of trust is stronger than any curse. And so, whenever children argued, elders would say, "Look into the mirror of your heart. Do you see fear, or do you see trust? Remember the boys who chose each other.